Yes.
You started playing drums aged 9.
Yeah.
First drum pattern that you could play, what song was it?
I don't know. I think it was, you start with like, I think Highway to Hell and stuff like that. I played that album 1,000 times, and also remember like, there was a bunch of different ones, like Except Breaker when that came out and shit, and then all suddenly Fast as a Shark came out and it's like, oh, it's impossible to play that fast, Today that's like slow motion, compared to what they do today, so.
For you, what attracted you being a kid and playing drums and not, for example, the guitar?
I don't know. I had a lot of energy when I was a kid. I still do, and it's nice to release it, somehow. So for me, I think drums was, the good ventilation, that I needed because I was a kind of hippie and crazy kid when I was young,
And when did your interest start in composing your own songs?
Well, actually, I started composing songs when I was like 8 years old on an acoustic guitar. So, I mean, it wasn't pretty, that's for sure, but learning by doing, I guess,
Do you still have some early recordings? Being 8 or 9 or 10 years?
I don't have so much. No, I don't think I have anything left from that period, to be honest. I think I have something since I was like 13 and up, to till today. So most of the time when I was a kid, I remember my dad building like synthesizers and stuff like that, and he built an organ with the bass pedals, for the organ they had, And I had 2 tape players, like one that I recorded acoustic guitars on, and then I took and play that, and I recorded on the other tape player, and I played the bass pedals with it, and then I played the other thing, and I played, so I bounced them back and forth and put on more and more instruments, and so the quality got worse and worse and worse. But that's really how I started, recording.
Do you listen to your old stuff, really old stuff?
No, not really. I don't know. I think it should just be there, and maybe one day I will take it out, but not right now.
If you for yourself, you are you play in any band, you go to the studio.
Yeah.
When for you did you say, well, now my songwriting is becoming something that I'm actually fond of, proud of?
I don't know. I think every album that you write or every song you write, it's at least it felt for me always it's been satisfying, and so it's just been going like that, writing songs all the time, and it feels like, oh, this is interesting for me. It feels better and better all the time. So I guess when you look back at the early stuff, it's like maybe it wasn't so good performed and stuff because didn't know how and shit, but the only thing that really drives me is that I feel I get better on writing and playing the instruments and stuff. I'm not a practicing kind of person, I don't sit home and doing scales all day long. When I was a kid, I could sit for like 6-7 hours playing drums, but that was different then, So for me, the only thing is practicing writing music.
Do you write often, even on the road? Or?
Never on the road, because my head is just not there. I got to be home, in my studio or in my house or wherever where it's peace and quiet,
Is it true that Fear Factory's 1992 album, Soul of a New Machine, will influence you in starting playing?
No, actually, the other album, the Human Factory, whatever you know which one, New Breed and stuff like that. I thought that was a really cool combination. Plus, at that time, I started to listen to a lot of Goa and trance techno stuff, and that just kind of fired things. I saw they could do it, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it as well. So the first Pain album was not really, I don't know, it sounds more or less like a tired death, heavy metal album. I think the second album was more what I was aiming for on the first album, because it became a little bit more industrial, not so much techno influence, but more distorted and crazy,